You're out riding, you're listening to your favorite tunes, you have your CarPlay map.
Tonight the music seems so loud. I wish that we could lose this crowd.
And the disconnection happens again because of Bluetooth for all the various reasons. So now, normally you guys, as I did thousands of times, you just wait till you get to the next gas station, shut the bike off, gas up, get something to eat, and when you turn the bike on, we're back to happy days, and Lord knows when something else is going to interfere with that Bluetooth frequency. I found a fix to that you can do while riding. So majority of you guys are probably, while you're riding, if that signal drops out, you're trying to, device manager, disconnect, reconnect, and you get frustrated. And the truth is, you shouldn't be doing that. You should be, not dying, so paying attention to the road. But there's a fix. I'm going to show you how to do that fix. So whether you have CarPlay or anything going, you noticed that your connections are on, right? So you have your Bluetooth, which means the Bluetooth capability of it is activated. And I have the headset that's connected to the bike.
Well, duh.
Well, check this out. Let's say you lost your connection and you need to go ahead and reestablish it. This little savior is about the best thing I found out. Hold this down. And you're gonna get a prompt that asks you if you wanna shut your infotainment off. Now, if you have other accessories, it's gonna be listed there also, but this infotainment is gonna be one of those options. So you do, shut it off, and you're gonna get that horizon. Look on the bottom right-hand side. Everything is turned off. What? Disconnected, off. You're done. Now, this is while you're riding. To turn it back on, you're just gonna tap this, and you're gonna see the menu pop back up. Turn everything on, and look, everything starts to reconnect, including the Bluetooth in the headset, or if you have the Mihawk. So again, we're gonna hold this down, hold it, till that menu pops up, that prompt, off, and everything's disconnected. Everything is turned off. The infotainment is off. So now you have that orange horizon, nothing in the middle. No navigation, no radio, no CarPlay, nothing. Everything is turned off. Turn it back on, tap. You have your menu that pops up, or options. Turn your infotainment on and watch how everything connects again. Boom. And the whole time, your bike stayed on. So, instead of having to wait till you get to the next gas station to go ahead and reset everything, do it while you're riding. Just turn the infotainment off.
But wait! There's more! Hang on to your seat, baby! Cause this one's a screamer!
Here's the important part. I hope you guys stay locked into the video to explain to you how I got there. And if you guys have the Screaming Eagle tuner, the little module, the one that you put on here, or anything that you can adjust from the phone via Bluetooth. Most of those instructions, I know that the Screaming Eagle tuner says it, most of those instructions tells you that before you continue, turn the radio off. I wish they would have rewritten that, put a different wording, because in our minds, the radio's not on. It's actually telling you to shut the infotainment off. Why? Majority of us have our phones connected to the bike via Bluetooth. And we've already seen the reliability of that. When you're doing any kind of an update tune, maybe the module update or anything, it's telling you to shut that infotainment off so there's no other Bluetooth connections interfering the update. That got me thinking. And that's when I started to think that they're telling you to shut the infotainment off so that way there's no Bluetooth interference, so that the bike's Bluetooth does not interfere with the module as you're updating it. So if you run into that situation where your connection dropped off, whatever Bluetooth device it may be, maybe the Mihawk, or if you have Tim's stereo underneath Tim's audio or whatnot, the Bluetooth bypass that you put underneath the stereo, the seat, you could use that option to get everything rebooted back up and reset. So what I do from now on is I literally turn the infotainment off before I turn the bike off. When I'm ready to go out, I'll pull the bike out in the driveway, out of the parking spot, whatever the case may be. Turn the bike on, get yourself situated, get your map, your playlist, whatever you're gonna go ahead and get ready. But right before you hit that first gear, go ahead and turn the infotainment on and everything will connect. Why am I saying that? What I also learned, and this is not a discredit to any company, this could be the Mihawk, Tim's stereo adapter that goes underneath the seat, or any other kind of modules that they have out there. What happens is, if you have everything connected and you turn the bike on, when the bike is turning on, there's an interruption with how those things are powered up. Maybe a slight drop in power, maybe disconnect it altogether, because I know underneath the seat, that port where Tim's stereo adapter goes in, that port loses power when the bike's cranking on. Then it reestablishes. Now you're disconnecting, reconnecting, dropping, whatnot, and all those little flutters causes issues with the Bluetooth. I'm not declaring that this is a fix-all situation. I already did a video on what I do with my Bluetooth, how I have it all set up. But this was interesting. So for you guys who are still running into this, I want you guys to try this out. See if it works. Drop me a comment. I'm very curious to see if this resolves a lot of those issues. I know that you guys have been awesome, and I'm learning from you, but you guys have been amazing at leaving me comments of things that you guys gone through and even asking questions. And I wonder if that little option of turning the infotainment off and then waiting a few seconds and turning it back on to reestablish connection could resolve the whole thing in seconds versus waiting until you get to the next gas station. So I can already hear it. Well, for what you pay for that bike, you shouldn't have to go through that, and you shouldn't. Oh, okay, sure. We love the bike. We love the ride. But that part of the technology seems to be a little buggy at times. And the truth is, not everything is pertaining to the bike. I'm hearing some guys say that the Bluetooth issue is also because of the phone, the version of the iPhone that you use, or Android, or whatever the case is. If you're going through a heavy frequency area, power lines, anything can disrupt that connection. I'm not gonna pinpoint it to a brand name or anything like that. All I know is you lose your connection, just do that. Cycle the infotainment. Hold that menu button down, choose infotainment off, wait a few seconds, turn it back on, and you'll see everything reconnect. So there you go. That's my rant for this week. The little button. 2 years of owning this bike, and I just learned something new. So this is going to be interesting for when we go to Daytona, and that's another part I'm excited about, because check this out. I'll give you more info on that one, why there's 2 bikes. So there you go. That's my rant for this week. I'm getting ready for Daytona Bike Week, and I'm so geeked out about it. It's my first time. We're only going for the opening weekend, and that's it. But we already have a couple of things we're scheduling out, so I'll share that with you guys in an upcoming video or so. Anyways, find a purpose to ride. Find your purpose to ride. God bless you guys, and until the next video, peace.